Good morning student. I Purnima welcome you to my class, and children, today we are going to do message writing. This is a part of the writing section. Children, as I told you that there are two types of compositions are there in English language. So there are two types of composition are there. One is short composition of 50 words, and other is long composition of 120 to 150 words. So in writing section we are having two type of composition. One is short composition of 50 words and other is long composition of 120 or 150 words. Now in short composition, children, we are having notice writing, we are having message writing, okay, and we are having children postcard writing, poster, advertisement. And in long composition, children, we are having letter writing, okay, we have letter writing, we have story writing. So many writing sections are there. So there are two, remember, there are two type of composition in English. One is in the writing section, one is short composition and the other is long composition. Okay, so our message writing is in short composition. So student, I was telling you there are two types of children. I told you that there are two types of compositions are there in the writing section. One is short composition, okay, which is of 50 words, and the other is long composition. So I also told you what is a short composition. In short composition, which is of 50 words, children, notice writing will be there. Okay, then we are having message writing. Today we are going to do message writing. Then postcard writing is there. And in long composition, children, you are having storytelling, article writing. In short composition, you will also have paragraph writing, okay, and in long composition, story writing is there, letter writing is there. So these are long composition. Short composition is of 50 words, not more than 50 words will be there, otherwise you will get negative marking. And in long composition, your word limit will be fixed from 120 to 150. Sometimes, children, 200 words is also given in the examination. Okay, so today we are going to do message writing. So first of all, what is a message? Okay, so first of all, children, I think everybody know what is a message, but you don't know how to convey it to me, isn't it? Message, we have to send message to him. Ma'am, I have to give message to the boy about the copy who has taken my copy at home. The teacher always say, pass the message to that boy that tomorrow he has to come in which uniform. Principal says, give this message to your student that tomorrow the timing for the school is so and so. So children, we know what is the meaning of message, or we send message through cell phone, WhatsApp, okay. So but we don't know how to express this, we don't know how to tell you. So let me tell you, children, what is a message first. Message is a piece of information, news or request meant for someone. A message is a piece of information, news or request meant for someone. Message can be, children, verbal also, it can be written. Sometimes the teacher passes the message, oh, tomorrow is a holiday. So sometimes, children, in your school also you must having this has experience, children. Sometimes we pass message verbally and sometimes, children, written message come, okay. Cell phone and the telephone are the quickest way of sending verbal message, but sometimes, children, the person for whom the message is sent, he could not receive it, so someone else has to receive that message on his behalf. Suppose you are sending message to someone and he is not there, so someone else received the message on his behalf, okay. The receiver of that message has to leave the message for the person whom you actually want to give the message. So he or she write the message briefly but clearly and completely for the person for whom it is meant. Now, children, so this is all about message. Okay, so what is a message, children? The purpose of generally writing is message is to give information or news to a person who is not present. Okay, this is usually written on the basis of conversation between two or more people. And children, in your examination, children, telephonic message will be there. In your examination, telephonic message will come. So first of all, once again I repeat, what is a message? A message is a piece of information, news or request meant for someone. Message can be verbal or it can be written. We send verbal message through cell phone or telephone. But sometimes the person for whom the message is made, if he is not there. Okay, suppose I mean to say, children, I will explain you like this. Children, there are three persons are there, A, B and C. Okay, A want to send a message to C and C is not present. Okay, three persons are there, A, B and C. A wanted to give the message to C, but he is not present right now. Okay, now C brother B comes and he received the message. C's brother or sister B, he comes and he received the message for A. Now brother B, brother also has to leave for school, so he will write the message for C. Okay, understood? No. Now children, suppose three persons are there. Suppose A is the first person, second person and this is the third person. Okay, now A has to give message to C, but C is not there. Instead, children, B come and receive the message from A. Now B also has to leave the school, so what he will do, he will write a message and leave for C. Okay, so the person, he will get the written message afterwards. So children, this is the purpose of writing that message. Now children, I would like to tell you what are the characteristics of a well written message. A well written message must inform its reader. Children, who called. You can write it, a well written message informs its reader, who called, who did the caller ask for. You can note it down, who called, and then who did the caller ask for, what the caller wanted. Children, here caller means the person who is there in a phone with you, the person to whom you are talking. Okay, he is a caller, because generally in the examination you will get telephonic message only. When to meet, come and expect. When to meet, come or expect. Where to go, wait, and who what to bring, whom to contact. So these are some of the characteristics of a well written message. Once again I repeat, who called, who did the caller ask for, what did the caller wanted, when to meet or come or expect, where to go or wait, what to bring, question mark, whom to contact, question mark. Now children, guideline for writing the message. Okay, children, a good message should have date and timing. I will be writing the format on the board, then you will know. So a good message should have date and timing. Okay, then mention children, then you have to write salutation, papa, mom, dear uncle, dear aunt. You have to write the salutation. Then children, write the name of the salutation at the top just before the date and time. I will be writing and showing you. Okay, Include only the important points. Always write the message in reported speech. And children, you have to be clear and accurate. No irrelevant thing, because message writing is only of 50 words. Always write the message in children in clearly and accurately. And at the last you have to put your name and signature at the end of the message. Okay, and of course 50 words limit should be there in writing the message. So children, this you have to keep in mind, that as the information is given to a third person who is not present, the person for whom the message is meant and the writer should be picked very carefully. Okay, and salutation and signatory must be there along with date and time of the message. So children, now I will be telling you about the format of the message. But children, you have to avoid certain thing when you write the message. First is, you don't have to write the children address of the receiver or writer. Okay, no extra information should be given, and children, don't cross the word limit. Otherwise, due to all this thing you will get negative marking. All right, so I will be writing and giving you the message. Okay, so first of all, format of a message writing. Format of a message. So children, you have to draw a rectangular box. What you have to draw? You have to draw a rectangular box, and then you have to write date. You have to read first line. In the second line you have to write date and time. Okay, then salutation. Okay, like dear uncle. Then you have to write the message in 50 words. Okay, and then children, then signatory. Okay, now children, salutation are those person to whom you are giving the message. You are sending the message to the person whose name is written here in the salutation. And signatory children are those person who passes the message, who gives the message. So be clear with this too. Salutation are those person who receive your message, and signatory are those person who passes your message. So signatory are those persons. Okay, so children, now I will be telling you, okay, one important telephonic conversation, and then you can see, first of all I will be reading it, and then you can see children, that you have to hear it very carefully. And you can see, I cannot write because it is very children, what to say, it's a very long question, so you only hear what I am saying. So given below is a telephonic conversation between Astha and Sonam. So two persons are there here, and the telephonic message is given here between Astha and Sonam. So two persons are here. Try to understand children, Astha and Sonam. Astha is about to leave home and won't able to meet her mother. Now children, Astha is two persons are there, Sonam and Astha. Okay, and Astha is about to leave home, and she won't be able to meet her mother, so she has to leave a message for her mother. Now and children, So once again I tell, two persons are here there. One is Astha and one other is Sonam. Now Sonam wanted to give some message to Astha's mother. Astha is about to leave home and won't be able to meet her mother for a few hours because she must be going somewhere very important, maybe for coaching, maybe for shopping. Okay, so what she do? She leaves a message for her mother, and you have to write that message, children. You have to write that message. Now I'm going to read the message twice. Okay, 2 times I will be reading, and you see what are the important line of the message here. So in the telephonic conversation, children, we write the name, like the name is written here, Sonam, and then column, and then Astha. So there is a telephonic conversation between Sonam and Astha. Okay, Sonam want to give some message to Astha's mother who is not present, and Astha has to leave for maybe for school, maybe for coaching, maybe for some important work. So she has to leave message for her mother, which is given by Sonam. All right. So now I am going to read the telephonic conversation between Sonam and Astha, and you have to listen to it very carefully. Sonam: hello, can I speak to Mrs. Chopra? So what Sonam is telling, can I speak to Mrs. Chopra? Now just try to guess who is Mrs. Chopra. So Mrs. Chopra is Astha's mother. Now what did Astha tell? She is not at home. She is not at home. That means Sonam wanted to give message to Mrs. Chopra, that means Astha mother, and Astha mother, and she is not at home. So Astha in a telephone conversation, she is replying back that she is not at home. Is it Sonam speaking? Sonam: oh yes, Astha, where is your mommy? I have a message for her. Now Sonam is telling Astha, where is your mother? I've got a message for her. Astha: Mummy has gone outside and will be back after half an hour. So what did Astha tell? That mother is outside. She must have gone for some important work outside. She will be back after half an hour. What is the message? Sonam: well, the message is from my mother. Sonam is telling it is from my mother's side. She was to visit you this evening, but she won't be able to come. So she told that my mother has told, Sonam told that she was going to come to your house this evening, but she won't be able to come today. Astha: what is the matter? Is auntie all right? Sonam: so Astha was worried. So she told, first of all, with a nice etiquette, she asked, is the mother, your mother is all right? So what does Sonam reply? Oh, mommy is quite okay. Actually, my uncle and aunt have arrived from Delhi. So she told mother is quite okay, but her aunt and uncle, they have arrived from Delhi. Mummy will be busy attending to them. Astha: I will inform my mother. Bye. Sonam: bye. So children, you can see there are two persons are there. Okay, one is Sonam, and she wanted to talk to Astha mother. Why she wanted to talk? Because she wanted to give a message of her mother to Sonam, Astha's mother. Okay, now Astha mother is not there. So Astha received the message, and now she has to write message to her mother because Astha is also leaving for some time. Maybe she must be going to coaching or the school. So she writes the message. Okay. She received the message. Now she has to write the message for her mother. Now as you can see, children, I have written the format how you are going to write your message writing. So you have to draw a rectangular box. Now children, remember in notice writing we make children, what type of box we make? We make a square box, but in message writing, children, we draw a rectangular box. As you can see, the box is here, and then we write date. Okay, at the left hand side, at the right hand side we write time, then we write salutation, and then message, and then signatory. Okay, so children, in the salutation, children, who will be there? In the salutation, just now I have told the salutation will be written for that person who is not present, actually for whom the message was sent and that person was not present. So that person will be come in the category of salutation. Now children, here signatory is the person who is writing, sending, giving the message to the person who is not present. So Sonam sent the message to Astha and Astha has to give this message to her mother. So in salutation children, you will be writing mummy, and in signatory here you will be writing the name Astha, because signatory are those persons who pass the message, who give the message. Okay, so now children I am writing. Okay, let you see how I am writing this message. Okay, so children, now today is 15th June. So you will leave a line and write the date like this: 15 June small comma 2021. Exactly the date we write in the letter. If you will write 15/06/21, then you will get 0 there. Date exactly you have to write it here like this: 15 June small comma 2021, and then time children you can write AM, 8 AM. Okay, and children here in the salutation you will write dear mummy, because mummy was supposed to get the message and she is not there. Okay, so now you have to give the message, because you are also leaving for your school or maybe for some other work. So you can say like this, you will write Sonam rang up to say, okay, Sonam rang up to say that her mother Sonam rang up to say that her mother, who was to visit us this evening, who was to visit us this evening, won't be able to come, as her uncle and aunt has arrived from Delhi. She will be busy attending them. And children, in the signature, now who is giving this message to her mother? It is Astha. So you will leave a line and you will write here Astha. And then you will leave a line and then you will close your box. Okay. So children, I hope you have understood. Alright. So you have to write the date like this. Then time, children, time you have to be very careful. Okay. Time you have to think which it should be AM or it should be PM. That in writing time you have to be very careful, and definitely you will know, children, when you will read the question you will know when you have to think a bit harder, and you will see when the time you have what time you have to mention. Now children, here Sonam rang up to say. Now, children, the message was passed by Sonam to her mother. Her mother was not present at the time of receiving the message. And who received the message? Astha, Mrs. Chopra's daughter. She received the message. Sonam rang to say that her mother, who was supposed to come to her house today, she will not come today, as her uncle and aunt had arrived from Delhi. So she told that you can please give this message to auntie and Astha, who also have to leave maybe for school or maybe for coaching. She write the message for her mother. Okay, so in the salutation I have written, dear mummy, Sonam ran up to say. Now you see Sonam, how I am writing the message. See the language. Sonam ran up to say that her mother, who was to visit us this evening, won't be able to come as her uncle and aunt have arrived from Delhi. She will be busy attending them. And then you have to write the person's name who is sending or giving this message to her mother. So now it is not Sona, but it is Astha who is writing this message to her mother. So in the signatory, her name will be there, children. Okay, so I hope, children, I'm very much clear to you now. Okay, so whenever, children, whenever you will write message, you have to see this thing. All right. So one more question, children, we can do of message writing. I will be reading the question, and you this time you have to think it very carefully that for whom, who is the person for whom the message is sent, and what name you have to write in signatory, what name you have to write in salutation. So I am reading the question. Read the following telephonic conversation between Rohit and Varun, a friend of his younger brother. Okay, there is a telephonic conversation between Rohit and Varun. Varun is a friend of his younger brother Mohit. Okay, since Rohit was going out immediately afterward, he left a message for his brother. So children, Rohit and Mohit are brother, and Rohit and Mohit are brother. Varun wanted to give wanted to give some message to Mohit, and Mohit is not there. Rohit received the message, but since Rohit also has to leave, he was going out immediately, so he left a message for his brother Mohit. Read the conversation and write out the message in not more than 50 words. Now children, I am reading the message. Okay, and see how I am writing this message. So please listen to the question carefully. Varun, hello, this is Varun speaking. Could I speak to Mohit? Now Rohit told. I am afraid he is not at home, Mr. Varun. Varun, when is he likely to come back? Rohit, in about an hour or so. Could I give him a message? Varun, yes please. Could you tell him that I won't be able to make it today? I was supposed to come at 5 p.m. today. However, I can come at 6 p.m. tomorrow. If that is inconvenient, he should call me at home after 8 at night today to fix another time. Will you please say that he get the message? Rohit said, okay. Okay. So children, here you will write the date 15 June and then 8 a.m. Children, what you will write now in the name of the signatory? What you will write now? Children, you will write Mohit, your friend Varun called up to say. Now you will write the message here that he won't be able to come at 5 p.m. today. But if he could make it at 6 p.m. tomorrow. But he could make it at 6 p.m. tomorrow. Okay. If tomorrow is inconvenient, if tomorrow is inconvenient to you, call him tonight after 8. After 8 at his house and fix endless time. And fix and the now children, who is the person who is giving this message to Mohit? It is Rohit, his brother. Okay, and now since Rohit has to leave, so here he has to, children, what he has to do? He has to see. He is to pass the message to his brother. So this is all about message writing. I conclude my video here. Thank you and have a nice day ahead. Bye. Bye bye children.